Assalamualaikum and a very good day, everyone. I'm going to present our project called Self-Check Application for the Eligibility of ZAKAT Recipients among Students of University Utara Malaysia, UUM. My name is Nurhaiza Khairuddin and my group members are Professor Madya Dr. Rokia Isha and Professor Madya Dr. Nur Asmalut. In line with the technological developments in the digital era and realizing the existence of the ASNAF group among students in University Utara Malaysia, an application using Microsoft Excel has been developed to check students' eligibility to apply for ZAKAT assistance. The application is developed using the information contained in the student ZAKAT assistance application form that is currently used manually. The ZAKAT screening application created was referred to the Student Support and Service Unit or SSSU HEPA UUM as well as the Kedah State Zakat Board or LZNK to determine the applicability of the application. Taking into account the proposed improvements suggested, this application has been finalized and tested using the data supplied. Generally, the application generated from this study can help the SSSU HEPA to screen students who are eligible to receive assistance. This application is easy to use and can determine the status of students' ZAKAT qualification in a short time. After applying the information technology, this work is an improvement for the current method of ZAKAT screening process that is conducted manually. ZAKAT assistance for UUM students is managed by the Student Support and Service Unit or SSSU HEPA. The concept of SSSU's assistance is to diversify ZAKAT recipients. Conditions generally for the students are that firstly that the students must be Muslim. The student must be doing an undergraduate or full-time postgraduate and also must be active in their study status, and the family household is less than 3,000 a month. That is the general conditions for the ZAKAT assistance UUM. Okay, this is our application, how it looks like. Okay, so this is a screenshot of the application. Okay, problem statement. The ZAKAT eligibility check for the students are currently done by the SSSU HEPA manually by filling the forms provided to the students. However, some students, they are actually feeling shy to come to the office, but they are actually eligible for the ZAKAT assistance. However, because they don't want to go face to face to the office and fill in the form physically, so this actually causes the inefficiencies and the dropouts of ZAKAT aids towards the students. In addition, currently the use of paper forms can also cause inefficiencies in the cost control. So our objective is to create an application that could help UUM to screen students who are eligible to receive ZAKAT, to enable to enable the students to self-check their eligibility to apply for ZAKAT assistance, and finally to enable the distribution of ZAKAT to the target groups to be done quickly and efficiently. Okay, for the methodology, we interview the officers in the SSSU HEPA to get the information and the item for ZAKAT eligibility for students. We also interview the LZNK officers to get their comments and suggestions for the improvements. The application to check students' eligibility to apply for ZAKAT assistance was developed using Microsoft Excel, and the application is being reviewed by the SSSU and HEPA and also LZNK, and their comments and suggestions for improvements are taken up to improve the application. Therefore, the findings, in general, the findings of the study shows that this application can benefit the students, the UUM students, to apply for zakat assistance as an alternative to manual calculation, which can help officers to also officers involved to speed up the process of calculating the eligibility of students who apply for zakat assistance. This application is based on the information obtained from the university zakat assistance application form for the students. The qualification status of students to receive zakat is determined by the financial status of the parents or guardians of the students. In the application itself, I will show you later, item 1 to 6, these are the additional items for the application where students need to fill in. For example, the matric number, whether they have received university zakat before, whether they have already they also receive other funds atau other assistance, for example the PTPTN. However, even if they receive PTPTN, for example, but they still feel that it is not sufficient, they can also apply for the zakat assistance. Basically, the contribution of this study to the society, our application enables the distribution of zakat to the target groups to be done quickly and efficiently. This application is designed to promote UUM towards a green environment by encouraging the reduction of papers, which is previously used in manual application. In addition to the application, this application that can be also used by the Lembaga Zakat Negeri Kedah and other organisations to screen those who are eligible to receive zakat, to enable the contribution of aid to the target group that can be done quickly and effectively, with reducing the leakage in terms of distribution of aid to the target group. So I'm going to show you the demo and of the application. Okay, so this is the demo for aplikasi saringan untuk pemilihan asnaf zakat dalam kalangan pelajar Universiti Utara Malaysia. So we start with clicking the button mula. Okay, we have 5 sections to be input by the students. Their background information, financial background for their parents, deductions or expenses information, adjustments for additional expenses, and the calculation itself. So we start with the information from of the students. Okay, the information required are matric number, whether the student comes from enters UUM using UPU or open channel, whether they are the nationality, whether they are Malaysian or non-Malaysian, whether they are doing the full-time study or part-time. Okay, and then from which school in UUM, their semester, their CGPA, and from which INASIS, and also the state, their state. Okay, and also we would like to know whether they are an orphan or not. Basically, when we have this information, the management would have we will prioritize these students, anak yatim, and also if they don't have any additional assistance, financial assistance. However, even though they do have financial assistance, like for example PTPTN, the management will still consider as the PTPTN amount is quite minimal. Okay, after that we will ask for the students' background, financial background of their parents' financial background. So firstly, their father's salary per month. Okay, mother's salary, if any. Then if they have any like extra income, any extra assistance, financial assistance. Okay, and then when we go to the deductions or the expenses, firstly we will ask whether the house they're living is their own house or is it rental. So if it's rental, we will minus certain amount. Okay, this amount of deduction has actually been given by the Lembaga Zakat Negeri Kedah, where these are actually the hard kifayah that is given. Yeah, so also the rest of the expenses, for example, car, if the car monthly is paid in the amount of 800, but the hard kifayah is only 300. So the rest of the expenses, there will be hard kifayah that is only limited to certain amount. Okay, so the number of people in the family is also counted. Basically, how many siblings, how many dependents are there in the family. If there's any adult who's not working, or adult working, yeah, so we just put one for each. So there are amount that is given as the hard kifayah for each of the category, yeah, until the children is not schooling. Okay, so we can see here there are also some adjustments of 3 categories. Those who are in higher learning, if there's any member of the family who has chronic disease, and if the mother is the single mother. So there are additional deduction given. Okay, so if you can see here, the total of the income minus everything without and also considering the chronic disease, ibu tunggal, is actually negative. So basically this student obviously needs assistance. So if you click the result, it's under layak. Okay, so we can save the data. We just click simpan data, and if you want to put another person's data, then you just click masuk data baru. Alright. Okay, if you can see here, this is the database. So the person, the matric number 14003 just now has the record has been saved, and the whole record has been saved, including the result under layak. Okay, that's all. Thank you.